First of all, President, thank you for talking to us here at Box 13 in Memphis. We appreciate it.
So thank you. Thank you very much.
Look, we're talking about the task force. It has had tremendous success as far as crime numbers. People feel safe walking downtown again. Here's our question. How long will you keep the federal forces here?
Well, as long as they want them, and they really do want them. In fact, some of the people say they became a landmark. They became like so beautiful looking at strong, great people that want to take care. So we're going to keep them as long as you want. But your numbers are, you're down 75% in crime. You're going to be down to 80 or 90%, maybe even higher than that. And that'll be over the next 2 months. And I think we'll keep them as long as you want them.
Okay, I think a lot of people would say a long time, even with the task force. I want to go back to when you announced it. You used the word savagery. In the last week, we had a 7-year-old child held up at gunpoint. And Friday night in the Beale Street area, 2 people shot. Even with the task force, what are we doing wrong? What else can we do?
Well, they're going to get that extra 20, 25% out. They have to. And, you know, it's interesting. 2% of the people create 90% of the crime when you look at that stat. And we've moved a lot of career criminals out of Memphis. You know, we've had tremendous success in other places also, like Washington, D.C., which was similar, probably not as bad, but similar. And now we have virtually no crime in Washington. People come to Washington and they look at the Lincoln Memorial and, you know, but we are going to get your numbers down to close, we think 90%, 95% reduction, which is pretty amazing. It's a shame that something like that has to happen, though. It's just nothing. I guess there is. We'll get them out of here, and we're going to be very strong. What was the level of the attack? Was somebody, how badly hurt?
They weren't life-threatening injuries, but it was the first Friday night of spring, first night of spring.
No,
2 different situations, people shot up through the Beale Street.
I know my people are handling it too. Very tough.
Yes, let's talk data centers. I know you have the Ratepayer Protection Act. You're asking these big companies like Google and XAI to provide their own power so it doesn't hurt our power grid.
That's right. We're doing that, and we want to make sure because you want to have the data centers, you want to have all of the jobs and everything else. But they're putting up a lot of money themselves to build their own electric, so they don't take. Actually, they're contributing to you, so your electric bills are going to be going down, which is something nobody's ever heard of before. Your bills are going to be going down, and very, very sharply.
There is some concern about the environment, though, with the gas-powered turbines that the XAI brought into power. How do you balance those concerns with the need for these big data centers?
Yeah, well, we get the turbines that really don't throw off the fumes, and they're really well made, and they're very expensive. The good ones are really expensive, but we're insisting they use the ones that don't throw off the fumes.
Mr. President, I hear you're going to Graceland today.
I am. You know, okay. They all ask, they all think I knew Elvis, and I wish I did. But I didn't know him. I knew Sinatra. I knew everybody. I never met Elvis, but I love Elvis. He was a great character. He would sing at the Hilton. The manager at the Hilton was a friend of mine. He said there was nothing like it. They'd say Elvis has left the building because they'd ripped the theater apart. They say he has left the building. So they asked me, go to Graceland. I said, absolutely.
Would it be fair to say that you brought the jailhouse rot to Memphis?
Well, maybe a little bit, but we brought a lot of criminals out of Memphis. That's important. You know, we removed over 3,000 criminals, and they caused a lot of problem, and we're getting more out. You're going to have a very safe city. Very, I mean, it is now, but you're going to have a really safe city very shortly.
We hope you come back.
I'll be back.
With more great numbers for the city about crime being down. Thank you, Mr. President.
We'll do it again. Thank you very much.
You.